And we are back for the story of Bronson Moreau. Last time out, as we got through about 3 games, there was a lot of good play, a lot of things to shine on. We would go for it with the special teams, get us another chance at that touchdown. We'd have a 1st and 10, stepping up in the pocket, finding Metcalf. DK, he would tell him just quick stop, get it out to him. Coming across, but he reads it, and he finds Lockett. 1st and goal, he would scramble on in. Can Lockett get the step? Not really. And though he caught it off the tip, okay. As we've got a roll, we've got our target, and there's another touchdown. However, we did see a carryover from the first episode with a massive issue when it's come to turnovers. We go to scramble, and the fumbling would return. For half, we would waste it again with one of those timing miscues. Once again, having to move around the pocket though, missing the read. Waiting to find someone open. No one would break open, and it's a sack fumble to just keep these drives moving. But of course, that drains the stamina. But once again, the offensive line would not block. Team need another big play. We immediately get pass rush. But luckily for Moreau, a lot of that good seems to be outweighing some of the bad in the eyes of some pretty big stakeholders, including shoe brands.
Hey, Nat, what's cooking?
I call with good news, Cap.
I like the sound of that. What kind of good news we talking?
Well, as we predicted, your play on the field this season has some high-profile brands looking to get you in their gear.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yes. The sneaker world has taken an interest in you.
Am I getting my own kicks?
I can see that in the future, but first, why don't you tell me which brand you want to rep?
Can't go wrong with a classic. I'd be happy to rep this style.
Okay, great. Let's make this happen.
Natalie Day, coming through in the clutch. Appreciate you.
Keep up the good work.
So as we look to continue on the rookie career here of Bronson Moreau, we would love to get our first win. First up, we have the Bengals. Clean up the turnovers, both fumbles, interceptions. Let's keep the touchdowns rolling. Let's get this offense back on track. And we'll be getting this game going in pretty good field position as the defense forced their own turnover. We start at the 28. Trying to make sure we still have that balanced attack, hopefully get a little bit more of Walker going, and with that, try to clean up these turnovers. 2nd and 10 after the no gain, Moreau will look to throw for the first time. Find the window, which he will, finds Lockett. It's a gain of about 11, 1st down. That was the connection that very well started to develop last episode. Hopefully we'll see that continue. We got 2 to the left, 1 to the right-hand side. Looking for a shot towards the end zone. Over the top and just too far out in front for Fant. It was close. But maybe tighten up that throw a little bit more. And it's a really good start here for us. Instead, 2nd and 10. We go back down the middle. Walker, who will pick up nothing. So far, Bengals defense, they're playing pretty well. Trying to help out their offense following that turnover. 3rd and 10. We need at least the 1st down. As pass rush is headed back here, it's thrown out late, and that's another forced interception that did not have to happen. That's going to cost us points as Moreau takes a bad angle. I don't know if anyone's going to catch him. Walker slipped, and that will be a pick 6. Another one in the early career here of Moreau, who forced a throw instead of taking the field goal. And all that talk about cleaning up the turnovers, well, we haven't done that to start. We jump forward late 1st quarter here. Still trying to find something here. The offense has been stalled up to this point as no one gets open. It's a sack DJ Reader. Despite all the help we have in terms of skill players, Kenneth Walker, Smith and Jigba, Lockett, DK. I don't know if I said Fant if I didn't include him. So many good guys, but still not quite seeing anyone make plays nor even find the ball on that, though it did go well to the sideline. So 3rd and 11. We got 2 to the left-hand side, 1 to the right. Walker's gonna wheel out as they drop out of their coverage. It's thrown To DK, it's another pick. At least this one's not a pick six. A poor first quarter, another 2 turnovers. So what's it going to come down to here for Moreau? Is he going to start completing passes? Is his players going to make plays for him? Or are we going to continue to see a massive amount of turnovers happen here? Well, he's just going to look to scramble. He weaves to the outside. It's a big run up to the 50. Maybe the former pitcher turned NFL quarterback needs to turn to, I don't know, running back, tight end, if he can't start completing some of these passes. We got Fant downfield. There we go. We put him on him, finding a nice soft spot in the coverage. We got to hurry up off of it then. Try to build a little bit momentum as we switch it up. We send the 2 receivers to the left. Walker goes to the right-hand side. He's headed towards that right side pylon. Put it out for him. Lofted. That's a touchdown. A quick answer, if you will. From the 2 early interceptions, we find our pass downfield. And the rest of that first half would not net much. For us, at least, we jump forward to the start of the second half as we are down 24-7, and that's exactly what we've been seeing. The Bengals defense has been stout. On top of it, our guys have just struggled to get open. Moreau, he struggled to, one, complete passes, while their accuracy or just throwing it to the defense. This time, he can't complete the check down. He's 5 of 15. And while some of it definitely on him, other parts not so much. Receivers just aren't making plays. The ball is there. They just got to catch it. As it's across the middle, it's a bad pass, but a flag comes in late. And this will breathe a little bit of life into the team. A big DPI call to bail us out. 1st and 10 at midfield. Hard count, no one jumps. Looking for the slant. We will squeeze it into Smith-Njigba. He takes a decent little shot there, but he picks up 8 along the way. Might just have hurry up for here on out, considering we are down several possessions. We switch it up. We send the heavy side to the left-hand side. Moreau trying to thread the gap, nowhere to go. That's just been the consistent thing here throughout this one. 3rd and 3. Can we find the first down this time? Just need to find a little bit of a lane. Well, how about Moreau? We'll pick it up himself, slide down, keep it going here. Get right on back to it as the defense shifts. Got single high safety as they walk down the safety to the right-hand side. Playing a little bit of some levels here, avoiding the rush. Moreau looking to pick up another first down, sliding down again. Using those legs as a little bit of a bailout since just completing checkdowns has been a struggle. Go with the screen this time, get some blockers out in front for Walker. He'll pick up about a gain of 6. And obviously you want to get him going, but the line hasn't really opened up lanes. 2nd and 4, we'll try again. Walker, a little bit more space, and a 3. And honestly, I would trust throwing more than I would rushing the ball here. So we'll come out with a heavy set, a lot of just quick stop routes. We just need someone to get open, or Moreau, again, do it with his legs. Down to the 8. 6 rushes, 65 yards in this one. He's at least been able to get that going a little bit as he's looking for a change at the line. A little bit of some play action as we roll to one side. Defender in pursuit, throws away, and a little bit of contact, but clean. Not the same could really be said last episode. A lot of cheap shots happen. We got 2nd and goal, bunch to the right-hand side. Moreau takes the snap. He's got his receiver, throws it to the outside, and he does find DK. Gets us down to the 1. Does he get back to it quickly? Same form, going back to those quick stop routes. Just got to find someone with a little bit of some space. As he rolls, he threw it inside where it needed to be. But it was far too inside for DK. Good news is, Carroll is giving us the opportunity to find the touchdown we are desperate for. Got some flat routes. DK to the outside, put it on him, back in the end zone we go. Squeezing that one in before the defender crashes, make it 24-14. And with a defensive stop, a chance here to drop back even closer. As we start at the 29, a little bit of some play action. It'd be great if we had a little bit of some running game to help out the play action and maybe some slightly more accurate passes. I'll say these haven't been off by a massive amount, just barely missing these throws. Moreau is getting close. Not quite there yet. Halfback draw will pick up 6. Only 8 carries for Walker, but he hasn't gotten much done with those. 3rd and 4. Smith-Njigba on the drag looks nice. If he could cross face, which he does. Accurate ball that time. First down as we're up to about midfield. We'll get back to the line quickly. And honestly, we might just stick with the same play here. They're running just one high safety. Though we got DK downfield, throws a little late. And it is not picked, though close, but Feliciano injured. So we get kind of bailed out downfield, but now not bailed out at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Just need to pick up some yards here. Across the middle. Squeezing that one in again. Bengals defense, they're flying around. Hard count, no one jumps. Need another 5 here. As it opens up across the middle, another rush, another first down, and another offensive lineman injured. That time, Damian Lewis. It keeps happening every single game. Looking for a little play action roll. We're going to get Moreau to the outside or get it straight to DK. Good gain, 8 yards. We could use 8 points, but we're on our way there. Moreau this time going with a weak side stretch. There's some room for Walker down inside the red zone, actually down inside the 15. Every good quarterback needs a little bit of a running back game. We got 1st and 10 here. Levels play as we flood one side. There's Fant to the outside. Let him into the end zone. It has been drawn back to a field goal game. 3 touchdowns so far for Moreau. The defense couldn't get the stop in return. 31-21, back down 10. We got 1 play left here in the 3rd. As it's out deep downfield for Njigba, and it's a step too far. That's kind of been the theme for this one. Very, very close on some of these, but just too far. As we end the 3rd quarter, heading into the 4th, we get a gain of 2 with Walker. That will, however, leave us with a 3rd and 8 as we begin crunch time here. Levels always. As the pass rush forming, there goes Moreau. He lowers the shoulder, picking up that first down. It's been questionable on if he should do that, but honestly, at that point, we needed it. Moreau comes through. As once again having to roll, evade rush, he will just pick up a couple little stiff arm there, gets out of bounds with a gain of 4. Perhaps having to rely too much on the former pitcher. Again, he's only been a quarterback for what now, about 2 months? As we roll, flip this one out, and well, the pressure took off the better angle. So a 3rd and 6 it will be, as we got a bunch to the right-hand side, Lockett lone to the left. Walker, I would love to motion you over, but apparently I can't do that. So 3rd and 6, we'll stick with the form here. As we roll, it opens up again. Safest thing right now for Moreau is to take the easy yardage, which we will. Get back to it quickly, though, as we are under 7 minutes. 2 high safeties, off coverage. A little bit more some play action. Get it to the outside. Smith-Njigba with some room. Tries to juke back in. He's got us down to the 30. Offense got a score on this drive. We need a stop from the defense. Bengals change up their look as they do go with a single high this time. Lockett. Try to float it over the top, and he does! He gets into the end zone. Wasn't a great angle, but Tyler Lockett, he finds the end zone, a 4th touchdown throw for Moreau. And this time, the defense comes up in a massive way. Another turnover, setting us up inside the 25 to possibly take a lead here. As we hand it off, Walker, flag is down. Please be face mask. But of course, that'd be asking too much. Holding Damian Lewis back from his earlier injury. Make it 1st and 18. We go 2 spread to the left. We got DK press coverage on the outside. Let's change up this play. Make it a little bit more of a stick concept then. They do have 2 safeties over the top. As we roll, put it out for Smith-Njigba. That will clean up the lost yardage. Honestly, probably get it back to where it was post-run. A little bit of some RPO. They do bite down. We'll keep it with Walker. Down the middle, he gets picked up as well. 3rd and 2. Now with the questionable running that we've had today, true running game, we'll look for the throw it. 3rd and 2. Under center, Moreau. Just got to find his receiver, DK, that time well timed, and we got a 1st and goal down to the 6. Trying to take our first lead of the game. Stick with the same set. We go with the left side stretch. Decent blocking, though the corner comes down to make a great stop. I think that actually goes as about a loss of half a yard or so. Look for a little bit of a play action roll then this time. Just try to get something not necessarily easy. As it's thrown out late, I don't know who that was intended for whatsoever. Perhaps it was just a throwaway, but 3rd and goal. A touchdown to take the lead, a field goal just ties. Hard count, no one jumps. Moreau in the pocket. He's got his receiver. Tyler Lockett comes through yet again as we storm back here against the Bengals. Following a bad start, we take that lead. Or maybe not. Booth review coming in then. We'll take a second look at the grass. Great job, Madden. We appreciate it. The touchdown will stand. So now can the defense get the stop we need? And I finally figured out how to slow down this quick sim. So let's see. Defense. Get us a stop here. Let's win a game. Joe Mixon picks up a nice little chunk there. Another chunk. Big penalty on Draymond Jones is not going to help us out whatsoever. Though they do need a touchdown that they get the next play. 31 yards. Well, offense, it's back to us. 2:34. Field goal ties, touchdown wins. We start at the 25. Hard count, no one jumps. Moreau has put together a pretty good second half here as he slides down. A little bit of some contact, though that run does put him over 100 yards rushing on the day. We'll go with Walker. 2nd and short. He's going to pick up the first down, get us by the 40. That'll take us by the 2-minute warning. At the 41, still looking for that touchdown. RPO dialed up as we will go with Fant on the kind of tight end swing. It ends up working out really well. I really like that play. I need to find out what one that is. Honestly, that's probably one of the best RPOs I think I've used here at Madden. Just used it once, so maybe too much to say, but I still really like it. Down the middle, we go with Walker. Another catch, another first down as we are getting closer and closer to a minute left. At this point, we're not looking for the dagger, though I'm pretty sure the play call we have is the dagger. As the minute mark hits here, just go with the underneath play. DK wide open. Will be a gain of 5. Now getting closer to 30 seconds left. We got an RPO yet again here. And we will swing it out for DK. Not able to make the first man miss. Now under 30. Actually, make that under 20 as we move even closer to the end of this one. 3rd and 4. A little bit of some play action. DK downfield. The safety corner comes down and ruins the comeback. Should have went with the underneath receiver. Looked like a possible touchdown option. But a great play from the corner coming off of Lockett to get the win. We keep being so close to getting that first win, but it's the little mistakes, honestly it's not even a little mistake, that keeps costing us. Turnover, turnover, turnover. So getting past that disappointing loss, still some good things to build upon. We're getting straight into our second game, this time at home as we host the Cardinals. Now in that second half, we definitely started to see a little bit more balance in the offense. Not perfectly balanced, but a little bit more balance. We're going to look to try to bring some of that to this game as there is no escaping Ioannidis. Moreau tried to back up, he tried to step up, and he still goes down, leaving us 3rd and 12. He's got trips set to the left-hand side, Fant to the right. A little bit of some play action coming across. We got DK. Perfect spot in between the corner and safety. Big first down up to about the 40. If we could find a little bit more consistency throughout this game, maybe we'll finally find that first win. We go Walker. Not going to get to the outside. A loss of 4. Just too much speed, lack of blocking. I don't know what it is, but the running game, very lackluster. Coming across, trying to get it up top, and it's a 1v1 that goes to the defense. It's what we expect to happen on most of those. It's 3rd and 13. Play action as all the tight ends come on out. Try to get this one over the top, and it's another one picked. Trying to get that high throw. Moreau at least gets stuck in there to help bring down Thompson, but it's 2 picks yet again to start a game. Another little bit of some play action as we got our guy coming across, and well, dropping back into the window. Zaven Collins, they get 3 interceptions. So now inside the 2-minute warning. Can we find something here before? Yeah, we do. We find a 4th interception as DK does not cross in front of Buda Baker. He goes behind, and it's a pick. We had plenty of opportunity in this first half to take a lead. Instead, we've put ourselves well down, now 17-0, following 4 interceptions. As Moreau scrambles, DK gets a good move, and that's an accurate ball. So apparently Moreau, he's just got to be running. That's the only way we're going to get a decent pass that hopefully isn't picked off. Though as I say that, let's see what happens on this next play, as we're under 45 seconds left. We just lofted up for DK deep downfield, and it's, well, almost into the Hawk's nest. Maybe this control issue is the reason why the former pitcher here of Moreau never even made it to AAA. As we got a 3rd and 14, time running out here in the first half, as Moreau just looks to scramble, try to buy some time, pick up a block. He's padding stats as he gets out with 1 second left. We'll call a timeout and hopefully tack on a field goal. And that would just about be the only thing to properly work out from that first half. We start the second half with possession as well, 17-3. Can we get another comeback here? As once again having to roll out, can we pick up a block here from Njigba? Yes, we do. Moreau, he bounces, big gain by midfield, and that's a late hit. Should be 15 added, but it won't be. Nothing new though here for Moreau. He's got to stop throwing interceptions to, I guess, earn getting real penalties. We pick up the blitz just enough to get this ball out, and it's not accurate. Trying out here. We are trying. 2nd and 10. Now bunt to the left-hand side. Running game has not worked, so we haven't really ran it. We'll get Walker involved through the air, though. We'll pick up 5. Now the important thing with a 3rd and 5 is picking up another 5. Need at least a first down here, keep this drive going. As we've got Lockett well placed, and it will be exactly those 5 yardage we need. So we'll get back to it then. Still sticking with those 2 high safeties. Gonna favor the left side of the field here then. Across the middle, Buda Baker is not going to get the pick, but he does jar that free. But to this point, I feel pretty happy with this drive. We haven't thrown a pick. That's something to celebrate. A little bit of some play action then as they bring the blitz, trying to bounce it. We have our guy deep downfield, but not enough arm strength on the move to find him. So now 3rd and 10 at the 37. Maybe about field goal range again, but we can't keep relying on field goals. We need something more. How about a late throw, nearly picked? Damian Lewis shaken up. Of course, we expect nothing less, but we do at least get the field goal. So 17-6 now. And still a lot of favor given to our defense, who keeps making the plays here for us, trying to buy us some time to get into these games. And I don't know how that one was caught. It should have been picked off. Double coverage. Honestly meant to throw that to Fant underneath. 4th wall break here. As this time we go to Fant. That's going to be a catch. Down inside the 5, down to the 1. He couldn't break the plan. We'll get back to it quickly then. Looking for a quick stop here either by Fant, Smith, and Jigba. We've got options, or we could also run it in. Which we will. We'll take the open space. We get one back finally in this one, following all those turnovers. But with this one close, 2-point try. I feel like this might be the first 2-point try in the career of Moreau. As he will look to throw. Well, we can't blame him on that one. No blocking. But the good news is defense once again. Coming up clutch, it's 17-12 with about a minute left to the 4th quarter. As Walker, he's still not doing much. 1 yard a carry. And unless we need an inch, I don't trust him to do much. So we'll continue airing out the ball despite the controversy that has caused in this game. As Moreau, he just might need to start scrambling a good bit more. He's already at 71 yards though. But having to do what we can with the blocking we've been given. 4th quarter underway as we hand it off. Walker, that's a loss of 1. So less than 1 yard per carry now. But if this truly horrific offensive performance can lead to our first win, then sure, why not? It would fit. instant pass rush, having to roll, finds his target, Smith-Njigba drops it. It was a little high, but catchable. What's worse is the defender didn't even get there until after he already essentially dropped it. 3rd and 11. Hard count, no one jumps. We sending everyone out on their routes. Moreau, he's got space to the outside. He picks up the blocks and he will do it himself. We take the lead, erasing those 4 turnovers we had in the first half. Just got to make sure we don't rinse and repeat from last week. Another 2-point try here. Yet again, we are looking to throw because we have not been able to run it today. Moreau scrambles. Couldn't find the corner. He's trying. But of course, that would be the drive after where defense finally gives it up. 25-18. Need a touchdown to tie now as Walker, he finally finds some space. Much more now than just 1 yard per carry, and by much, maybe not much. But considering what he had prior to, he nearly tripled his total yards on the ground. 1st and 10. Got a couple options going to the outside. Though everyone covered up. Good defense, keeps contained, late hit lays off. Oh, that definitely would have been a great time for an extra 15. 2nd and 10. Empty set here for Moreau. As we get a great cut block, that opens up the space down the middle. So Moreau will dive forward. All right then. Prefer the slide. But honestly, as long as it's not a turnover, that's what we celebrate here. 1st and 10 under center now. Looking for some quick stops. Lockett left side, and that one's a little bit off. So 2nd and 10, we'll change up the look then as we go 2 spread either side. Hard count, no one moves. Maybe need to work on that with Moreau. Pitcher's not known for having that hard count voice. Sliding down again as we're just essentially running quarterback draws. Whatever we've got to do. As we're going to go with the halfback screen here. They bring the blitz. We get it out. Some blockers in front. Walker not going to get the first down. He gets just a gain of 7. But we'll get back to it. 2nd and 3. We'll give him the run down the middle. See if he got some more space, which he does. Second half running game coming alive here as, of course, another injury for our offensive line. Just as 1 + 1 = 2, Moreau interceptions and injured offensive lineman makes this series. As Smith-Njigba gets the cut to the outside, timing, accuracy, it's all bad on that one. Opportunities again, not taken. 2nd and goal. Sticking with a tight look here. We get Walker, who's going to pick up some yards. Not much. He's at 3.2 a carry. We're still looking for another touchdown. Might we have to do it with our legs again? We will see. 3rd and goal. They bring the blitz. We got a receiver coming across. We find Smith-Njigba, who finds us level here in the 4th quarter. Defense, let's get a stop and let's try to win a game here. Feeling very similar to last week. All right, defense. Or last game, not let alone last week. Zeke down the middle, he picks up 3. 5 more goes Zeke. 3rd and 2. First down, Marquise Brown. Sack comes in, though, by Derek Hall. 3rd and long. They do not get it. We will get the ball back. 2.5 minutes to find a winner. Well, of course, they're not going to make it easy on us. We start deep at our own 13. A little bit of some play action with some deep shots to maybe try to clear some space. There isn't any. That's a late hit. Should have been an extra 15. Maybe one day Moreau will earn those. 2nd and 10. Need to find something. We got Fant coming across. That's going to be a catch. Turning up. First down. That's what we like to see, though. That will take us to the 2-minute. And now up to the 28. We run the same play, though, trying to get it to the other side. Rolling into the rush. We're lucky to get that one out. That would not be a good time to have sacks stack on up. So let's try to beat the blitz as we go with the halfback screen. Get it out just in time. Walker. Once again, he's got some blocks, but not a whole lot. 3rd and 3 as we get back to the line pretty quickly here. We got trips to the right-hand side. Lockett lone to the left. Just need that first down as we have a guy sacking us between 2 blockers. I mean, what more could Moreau do there? The offensive line has to block. So we'll end up going back to hoping that the defense can make the plays here for us as we start them back deep. 3rd and 6, a chance to get off the field, and we will have one more go. It's under a minute left. Better field position. Finally trying to find that first win on the year, and to do it at home would be great. But we still need to get the ball downfield. Pressure, we slip. We're going to find some extra yardage here. Sliding down, we pick up the first down, and we'll get back to it quickly as there's not that much time. We do have 2 timeouts. Probably need about the opposite 35 or so, as Lockett had no idea that that ball was thrown. Was trying to get a down the field back shoulder throw. Clearly connection issues with his receivers. 17 seconds now. DK gets the step over the top of the safety as well. That's a touchdown shot from midfield. We take the lead. DK Metcalf, 10 seconds left. Our 4th touchdown of the game, and hopefully this time it's the comeback. There's no more shenanigans as it is a blocked extra point. I swear if they take it 1 play touchdown and hit the extra point. It's knocked away by Woolen. 4 seconds left. Knocked away by Bobby Wags. 2 seconds. And again Bobby Wags. That is game. We finally get our first win on the season, and we don't even... There's Moreau. Like, how rude. They show the backup quarterback. 4 touchdowns, 4 turnovers. We end up dead even there on that split, but we win on the point differential, finally picking up the first one of his career. Now, can we take some of that momentum and channel it into a win streak at home? We're facing the Browns here today in the rain. It's a true Seattle day. And on top of getting a win, if we could also do it with just 2 or fewer interceptions, I think that would be a massive step forward here for us. Now as we roll out, we have Lockett downfield, well-placed ball in the rain, and of course Abraham Lucas is injured. I don't know how many more times I could say it's not this series if it isn't an injured offensive lineman or a turnover, as having to evade the pass rush. Diving forward, we pick up the first down, but I think this is all coming back. And that would indeed be the case. Cross caught with the hold, so 1st and 20 instead of a 1st and 10 about 20 yards downfield. Looking to just continually air out the ball. Moreau steps up, avoiding rush again, sliding this time. He picks up 8. Not all the lost yardage, but some of the lost yardage. As they do walk back to safeties, make it too high. We'll go with Walker underneath. Let's get a good double to backer, which we kind of got, but it wasn't clean. And we pick up 2. Back to the original line of scrimmage from this set of downs. 3rd down, though. 4th at the 42. We get a hard count. No one jumps. Just need to find somewhere to go. Well, it's a loss of yardage as Garrett gets the sack. As we come out for our next possession, it's been a good start for the Browns. They're now up 10-0. As we start with some play action. Need to get some opening downfield. We've got our guy DK just too far out in front. That time goes to Moreau. Not pressure, not anything else. Moreau has got to complete some of these passes. Most of these passes would be preferred. Stepping up in the pocket, this time we find DK. That's a first down up to the 42. Let's get it moving a little bit here, especially as we're closing in towards the end of the first quarter already. We'll go with Walker down the middle. See if we can get that run game established or if the offensive line can stop holding. I would not be surprised if there is a boiling point coming with how this offensive line has treated this team to start the year. They're definitely at fault for a lot of the poor play, though not all of it. As Moreau will look to scramble, he will take some easy yardage, make it 2nd and 6. Once again, getting back to the line here quickly. As we're under a minute left in the first, got a little bit of some play action for 2nd and 6. Gonna roll, we got Fant. Get him into the open space, said that strangely, but we pick up the first down. A little bit of that rushed Madden accent coming out, if you will. 1st and 10, bunch to the right-hand side. Moreau, the receiver is running backwards, forcing us to roll out. We get it downfield and we miss the target. That's why we just started to run a little bit more today. Accuracy is definitely still a work in progress for Moreau, though we have seen some improvement on that. We'll recap that at the end. On the move again, though, downfield. That ball came up nowhere close where it was supposed to go, but somehow it finds Fant, and we get a first down. Definitely intended for that one to go downfield to DK, but it will bring us to the end of the first. Wasn't a hot start for us, but a first quarter that didn't have multiple turnovers. That is a big win. As we step up in the pocket, Moreau this time gets a stiff arm and takes a clothesline shot from Delpit. I think Moreau, just as ourselves, as excited about the lack of a fumble on that. Got to love it. Having to step up in the pocket yet again. Not really finding anywhere to go. Sliding down this time, avoiding JOK. It's actually a loss of 1. Definitely looked to be a business decision there from the Rook. 2nd and 11, we'll go with a stretch. Cutting back inside, Walker this time with some space, speeding first down inside the 10 to the 6. Now just needing to cap it off and dig into this deficit here. We got 3 over to the right-hand side, 1 to the left. Just need something to open up, and instead it's another sack for Garrett. Need our receivers to get open a little bit earlier and need our offensive line to block a little bit longer. Setting up the levels, all going to the left-hand side. As instead we roll to the right-hand side. Let's look for a throwaway is what I'm going to call it. Though you are more than welcome yourself to call it an inaccurate throw. We got 3rd and goal, and we are going to send Lovelet on the wheel. See if we could find the fullback downfield, or instead they get the coverage and we miss Fant on what could have been a touchdown throw. 4 and 8 will take the field goal. Now we are taking a big leap forward here. We are about midway into the 4th quarter. The offense just hasn't been able to do much. Moreau hasn't had a turnover. The problem is he just hasn't had time to throw clean passes or even throw a pass, get it out of his hands. On top of that, running game really hasn't done much either to help out. So it's been a rough one, which is why we are down 24-3. That pass might be sailed out of bounds. Indeed it is. So with 1 yard still needed here to keep this thing going, we will go with the draw. We've got to pick up the 1, and we will. Kenneth Walker down the middle will keep this drive going. Now let's hit a little bit of some hurry up then. See if we can get something going here in the 4th quarter. Try to take us into a positivity for the next game. Rolling to the outside, we shift 1. We pick up a block, trying to turn up. Garrett pops the ball free, and why can our own players not find the ball when it's on the ground? We do have 1 turnover in this one, and Zadarius Smith is shaken up. We came pretty close to a complete game here without a turnover. Let's try to finish this one with only that 1 turnover, and if we could find a touchdown too, all the better. We swing this one out to Walker. We'll pick up a gain of 2. We're inside 3 minutes left here. We're just going to be taking some pop shots, see what we could get. I mean, at this point, why not? Down bad. Haven't gotten a single touchdown. We roll. Can we find anything downfield? Yeah, apparently we're finding JOK. Our guy couldn't get in front of it. Bad game continues. With 1 final offensive drive, we are down 31-3. Can we just get a little something here? Offense more than lackluster. As Moreau cuts back towards the middle, he's just looking to pick up as much as he can. He doesn't mind if he fumbles because it really does not matter. Stats, they are what they are at this point. He would like to just have a few more of those positive ones. As we find Fant on the drag, get a decent little gain, pop out of bounds. We'll call a timeout. Let's catch our breath. 20 seconds left, end zone or bust. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Moreau in the pocket. Got DK looking for the back shoulder, and he will find it. There we go. A little bit of some positivity to cap off this one. We find DK deep downfield. And while it's obviously still in a losing effort, it continues the streak of games where we have at least 1 touchdown in each. It really wasn't a bad performance from Bronson Moreau. Had a couple turnovers late, but really it was just an overall lack of offense that buried us. So as we bring this episode to a close, let's go over 2 last things. One of those being stats. I am very curious to see if we take a look at just team stats, how often does it have it on here? I would love to see how often we're getting sacked. Is that really, that's not something we have here on the offense? Because that would be a great way to show amongst every other team just how bad I think our offensive line has been. But with that stat not being there, we could at least see that we've been sacked 35 times. That doesn't even account for quarterback hits, hurries, any of those other key stats. Bronson Moreau is getting wrecked. Another way we could try to look at it is going team by team. Pickett 13, Stroud 9, Titans 12, Kirk Cousins 29. So he's probably the second most hit quarterback, and that might be a little bit more accurate. Oh, here we go. This is a great way. I decided to go to a different screen. Yeah, Kirk Cousins is second most, but by far, we are the most hit quarterback in the league. And it's definitely leading to the most amount of turnovers, though we do not fully hold that ourselves. Desmond Ridder has also had 13 interceptions, Russell Wilson 12, but we have a lot more touchdowns than both of those guys. You could even throw Anthony Richards into that group. So, you know, it's not entirely Moreau's fault. Offensive line would definitely help us out, but he's doing about as much as he can possibly do. He's accounted for 16 touchdowns through the air. On top of that, 4 more touchdowns on the ground. So 20 touchdowns, though he's also very close to 20 turnovers. Actually, he's past 20 turnovers. So still a lot to work on, but overall, Moreau is getting there. He has not seen many upgrades in this episode. He only went up 1 level, but with that, we used the 2 points we earned to double up on the upgrades for deep accuracy. So all the accuracies are at least in the 80s now. Throw power is at 84. Of course, we get the boost going into each game. So these vary from game to game, but we saw with the accuracy today, a lot of the misses were very close misses. And if our receivers would be a little bit more aggressive in one-on-ones, we would have far less turnovers. But we'll see if that will be the case as we move forward. This is about the halfway point of his rookie season. He's definitely had some bad games. He's had some great showings. We picked up his first win, but we need a lot more of those, a lot more consistency across the board. So we'll see next time if we can achieve that. And to make sure you see it, hit that bell icon on the bottom right or scroll down, hit the sub button, and definitely tap the bell icon so you're notified of when these videos go live. This series every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We got the States Only Challenge back in the playoffs, mind you. Again tomorrow, that series every Tuesday, Thursday, though could be more. If we pick up a win, you guys get that video 50 likes. So we'll double up the following day. So make sure you tune in for that one. Make sure you tune back in here as Moreau nearly had his first non-turnover game, and he's got his first win. We are building, hopefully, something good here.